Right, let's have a quick check. There we go. So, hi there, welcome to Number One Geek. It is I, Saz, and we're back with some more Project Zomboid. And I'm only giving out 720p, which is odd. Should be giving 1080. Let's have a quick look at those. No, it should be 1080p. Oh, the output's 720. Ah. May have to have a look at that at a later date. I don't think I can touch it now whilst I'm streaming, but hey. Right, first things first, let's get rid of my admin settings. Admin powers. Switch off the usual things you start off with as admin in a server. Now we've managed to get power. That was one thing that we did last week. And we also managed to increase our map. As you can see, we've mapped out quite a bit here. Now, up here is a town that we always used to call something else and been told it's not that, but either way, that's where we're heading today. What we've got in the back of the car. Okay, so somehow I managed to get the those might need a repair actually at some point. Ah, the microwave. Didn't mean to do something with this. We already have a microwave. I guess I'm just going to put it down here then. Where are you? That was also awful disappointment. I ran around with a microwave all this time and I didn't need it. Right, let's take the wood axe, the splitting axe, the metal sheets, the hand hatchets, the Tance magazine. Don't think we're going to need a crowbar up until we're going to take some floors up at least. Let's pop it all in here. I'm sure if Chris sees me pop this all on the floor, he's just going to end up putting them away somewhere, but we'll need that wood axe. And that crowbar for later. Okay. So now we're kind of ready. Actually, didn't I pick up another car? I did, didn't I? One that was a little bit better than this. It's this one, the pink one. What do we get with this bad boy? Got some gravel bags. Okay. Let's go completely unprepared over here. because that's what I do. Be completely unprepared. One thing I will do though is I will swap my Let's Play over to there, because the it's better at showing the chat. I don't know why, but the chat always comes quicker in the YouTube thing than actually on my... Oh, hello. And he comes. So we've had an update on the server. So I've had to take a little time to get that sorted. And thank you very much for the thumbs up if you were watching. I've got my daughter with me again, so there may be some sudden pauses, some sudden turnings into administration mode, just to sort out maybe a milk or something. Yeah, an update, mate. The server's been updated. Usually the client gets updated faster than the server does. I take it your machine's still not working. I may have to deal with those guys after a while. Moment, the biggest job is to get ourselves into little township. Keep forgetting the name of the place. I may need to have to go onto Google Maps because it is named after a place. Even though the devs absolutely categorically say it's not there, but it's got to be in the same place. No, it's running now for the last 6 parts of the night. Oh, right, okay. Good. That's right, there was the police cars up there, wasn't there? Right, we're heading into unknown territory, so I suspect there's going to be a lot of live zombies around here. Ooh. And the rest of it, come on. This place looks quite interesting, doesn't it? You look the fastest, let's take you down. Okay. Actually got a tent out there. Not that the tent's very useful in multiplayer. It's nice for when you're playing kind of like a survival mode in single player, but multiplayer, no, it's not. It's not entirely the best because you can't sleep. You can't do anything really. Right, let's deal with these. There's a couple of vehicles. You did, sister. Actually, that one that was hanging around their arse. What was that? Oh, tied. Okay, so that's a new thing. It's tying stuff around the waists and stuff. Nicey, nicey. Right, so the horseshoe's actually a pub by the looks of it. Now, let's make 100% sure that we're clear of zombies. From the outside, at least. Can't need the music to shut off. Of course, M brings up the map now. It doesn't shut the music off. Interesting. Don't think I'm hearing any. Now I'll tell you what. Playing this game on Steam Deck is very interesting indeed. Doesn't feel natural, I think is the best way of saying it. But I would like to actually maybe do a thing of what it's like to play Project Zomboid on a Steam Deck. RimWorld's also interesting, but I think the thing I'm into at the moment has been car mechanic simulator. It seems to have been the one that really seems to lend itself well to it. Once you get used to it, of course. There's always that little bit of getting used to using joypads and stuff. But you can also get OBS on your Steam Deck as well. But I'm still trying to work out how to get OBS to work while you're playing a game at the same time. Because there's no, obviously, Alt and Tab. Right, this car looks... This van looks pristine. Okay, so it's probably a little bit more wrecked than it's giving away. Now in the boot, okay. Now we don't need to worry about a laundromat because I think we've already established quite profusely that... oh, there's a zombie there. Good. I'm glad I spotted him before I started going into the house. Chris has already confirmed that we have a washing machine and a dryer in the house. We've just got to look at putting water in. So one of my missions today is to find as many trash bags as I possibly can. Oh, hello. I'm hearing a zombie. Oh, hello. Did I just walk into a big brute? Whoop! Woo! Just me and my machete. Cutting at zombies like one would. It's a loud banging, door banging, so... Okay, he's there. Right. Is there one in here as well? No. Okay. Alright, well, I'm either getting in by the bathroom, hopefully. I can sneak up on the bugger. There we go. Good stuff. Fill that canteen. Take that canned food. Power provisions. And let's do the 360 around the house. I can hear zombies. Oh, there's one here. Oh, there's one at the window. So at least got one in the bedroom. There's a couple over here as well. Definitely one in the house. Let's deal with these two. Oh, we've got a burnt out house over there, and we've got a large group over here that seems to have moved its way over. Okay, we'll deal with them. Oh, hello, Mr. Bush. That's not good. Even though it's a blunt weapon, I do have to say the nightstick is a fantastic weapon. Well, our friend has come out. So is he around here somewhere? Or has he just broken the window, buggered? Oh no, he's broken the window and he's trying to break into this side. Or she. Nice pants, madam. Sneaky, 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 sneaky pop! I do love my sneaky pops. No dead person inside the closet? Good. Sleeping tablets, about as useful as a chocolate teapot in server mode. It is August, so technically we should be able to still trap. I haven't really done it though. Oh, beef jerky. That is absolutely amazing for the survival. I think they also call it hardtack, don't they? Well, the good book has been opened and looked through. So that may have been Chris. May have been generally on our hunt for a generator guide. We might actually find, thinking about it, if I check the fire hole out, maybe I'll find myself a fireman zombie. I'm hearing something over here. Okay. This place looks familiar, but then again, I have played this game so many times. Oh, I seem to be full. Okay. There's a dance magazine. Well, I'm going to have to pretty much check up on what we've got already, I think. Is that... Oh, zombie hit list number 3. Do I have that on myself? On my zombie hit? Yeah, I do. Good stuff. The one thing to do is just look at the magazines, maybe, that... Ah, there we go. So these two, the Hunter magazine and this Metalwork magazine, are going to be the good ones. I'll take those back for Chris to read. I'd say that wasn't a very good look-up for you, Saz. Oh, wait a second. Sudden realisation, I am actually in the town I'm talking about. Hiya, Norm Slater. How you doing, sir? But we're just at the bottom of the town. Alright. Now, the police station's probably going to have some sort of decent stuff in it. Ooh. I say that. Let's do the 360. Oh, there's a large group over there. We'll need to deal with those bad boys. And anyone who's apparently sneaking up behind me as well. Okay, you can go down. Oh well. While you're waiting for work, I hope you're enjoying watching me derp Project Zomboid. Oop. This is my server. It's my #1 geek server. Just running it for patrons and stuff like that, and people who are usually helpful. It's not a massive server. I can't really afford a big one. He says. Okay, looks like we're... And nothing in the duffel bag. That's disappointing. The piss pot. Well, we've got rounds and stuff, that's good. Right, I think what I might need to do is pop some stuff from my bag into the car. Perhaps I should have popped a few... I had a good look at what I got in here, to be honest. Okay, I think... How are we doing? 23 out of 27. We won't need coffee. I don't know why I picked that up. Probably just a habit. Dirty habit that I have. Of trying to survive with coffee. And while I'm at it, I might as well just eat something. Let's eat some canned vegetable soup. Fortunately, it's not that stuff that's like double concentrate. Duct tape, empty can. Oh, wait, neat. Let's put these hunter magazines back here. Nice. Now, this town can be quite heavily populated. So I do need to be quite cautious. Usually I come from the top down, so coming from the bottom up, sorry, from south to north rather than from north to south is quite an interesting endeavour. Right, so let's get those bits and pieces passed over and I'll put them in the back of the car. Where's my pink car? There's my pink car. By the way, if you're watching, guys, and are able to, please feel free to press the old like button for me, just to help with the old YouTube algorithm. Just so that it just means that more people will be inclined to watch, as YouTube loves to do it from likes and discussions. So any help that you can give me, I'll be eternally grateful for. You have a great day, Norm. Thank you very much for visiting. See you soon. It's always nice to see new people. If you're a new person, please feel free. Why not press that subscribe button as well while you're at it? I've had to... one thing I've learned about this whole YouTube business is you've got to stop being so British about it all. There's nothing wrong with asking for people to subscribe or do something like that. It's always been my problem. Like, if I'm good enough, they'll subscribe anyway. But most of the time, you don't even think about it. Right. Another town that we're going to clear out, I think. God, I love that machete. Oh, the farming and rural supplies. That might be good for if or stroke when Chris and I decide that we're going to do some gardening. Even though poor Chris can't grow burgers. He'd like to grow burgers, but he can't grow burgers. Down you go. There you go. And ta-ra. There's a door open over there, but I'm not sure if that's an open door or whether it's been broken open by the zombies. I mean, Rosewood, this place is not. Let's make that quite clear. Awesome. Come on. Wonder what you're going to have for dinner today. Now I've mentioned it. It's like me and tacos last time. Now there are firearms behind here, but I've either got to break down the door or draw zombies in here and hope one of them has a key. So I just got to tempt these guys into the building basically and kill them. Well, here's one. Louisville map? Everyone's got a Louisville map nowadays. Couldn't find one for love nor money in the early days. Now every zombie's got one. I mean, that isn't an obvious trap or anything, but zombies aren't exactly the greatest thinkers, are they? Oop. Well, let's check that key's worked. Look at that. Every time. Oh dear, we do have ourselves a little menagerie. Back in 2 seconds. Just heard something. Back in a sec. Yeah, I thought I heard something. It was my daughter crying. But once on the game. Right, so I need to move this stuff now, don't I? There's dance magazines as well. Nice. And some sand and gravel bags as well, which will certainly help. Right, I can get in there. No key. I think Chris got us a panel bag van the other day. Let's see, the gas. 0 gas. Okay, it's actually starting to say now 0% remaining. Now I grab a large backpack. Pop that large backpack on the floor. Start moving ammunition and stuff into that backpack. I can hear zombies, so just got to be quite careful as well. Hi, Myth Hunter, how you doing, mate? Surviving, as they say. What have you been up to, Sir Stroke Madam? Okay, I think the big boys are not going to go into that bag. Not surprising. Okay. I've thrown a lot of stuff into that bag, so... Oh, really? I'm going to have to carry this personally. Let's get this in the back of the van as quickly as possible, so I don't overload myself. Still got plenty of seeds and stuff, but I think right now we're not. Not desperate. I think my wife has calmed down the storm upstairs. Well, hello, you. And as guest, we've got zombies to deal with first. Looks like there's an apartment building there. I'm guessing this is locked up tighter than a virgin in a tower. Looks like we're at a restaurant here. Is that more than one zombie there? Check this car out. Locked. Let's try this door. It's also strangely open as well. Okay, given time for them to at least crawl out of that hole, so I'm guessing those are the toilets there, and there might be some in the toilet block. There's a friend. Whoa. There's quite a few friends here. Didn't even see that one there. So concentrated on these two. Okay, Mounty. Time for you and me to have a tete-a-tete or a tete-a-machete. Or tete-a-boot. There you go. Tete-a-boot does the job. Okay, might need to use the old welder to get that off. Can't see any zombies there. Can't see any zombies there. Can't see any zombies there. Can't even get on to see any zombies there. Ooh, EP tools. Now that is a place to head to. It's lovely to see I've got 10 likes so far. That's absolutely fantastic, and thank you very much for all your support. Really appreciate it. Right, so what I thought were doors were actually kind of like little alcoves. Probably for zombies to hang in. Having said that though, if you haven't pressed that like button, please feel free to do so. Just simply because it just helps the old YouTube algorithm and allows me to get my unusual waft. My usual waft of talent around the place. If you could describe yourself, Saz, how would you describe yourself? I waft, sir. That's what I do, I waft. I'm a wafter. Another way of... The internet's nice is depressive. That's another way of describing myself. Okay, that door ain't opening. Let's do the old 360. Make sure the outside is nice and free of zombies. And that's very hard when you've got a big tree stuck in your way. Oh! Well, that door ain't open. Oh, hello. Were you trying to sneak up on me, madam? Have a bit of that. Oh, okay. I'll just accidentally press Q, shall I? Fat finger the hell out of the place. Why not? Sounds like a good plan to me. I'm pretty sure I tried this door, didn't I? I did try that door. And for no success. Right. Have I called anyone? Looks like I may not have. Well, that's actually a decent vehicle. Okay. I might have to break my way in. But I've noticed now that you can't actually like move from the back seat to the forward seats anymore. Well, they're trying to desperately get themselves out of there. I'll deal with this person, then we'll have a quick check with EP tools. Come over here, buddy. Machete in hand. Hungry again. It is hungry work, this zombie killing. It really is. I was wondering if EP Tools was going to be kind to me. I think the answer is going to be a big fat no. I'm going to have to break in at some point. This is a rather dangerous 360. Just generally because of the trees and stuff. I'm going to have to break in. Now, I'd like to think that there's going to be a few machetes here, but I don't think there is. The game loves to disappoint me like that. And I need a whiz, so I think I may just run back to somewhere that I know is fairly safe. Which was the kitchen in here. And it is getting light, so the next bit that's going to happen here is going to be in full daylight. So that's going to... Oh, hello! Ooh. Wait, do not do that to me. Okay, I'm just going to hide behind this door here. Be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Or 2 shakes of my penis. Right. Okay, mate. You go back to school. Education is very important. Thanks for hanging with us, Myth. See you soon. That's fine, mate. I'll see you in 15. Right. Oh, by the way, Chris, yeah, it's a thing called Proton which makes all the Windows games work on Linux. We'll talk about it when you come online anyway. No one's sneaking up on me. Boots. Box of nails. Good, good, good. Annex. There's a wood axe there. That's nice. I don't understand why there are seeds at a... I'll grab that gravel bag. Isn't it because I need gravel? I think there was a gravel bag at the in the gardening store as well, wasn't there? Farming and rural supply place. Three gravel bags there. Do I actually have a trowel? That is a good question. I'll take that, just in case. Oh, hello. What was that? That's the step van key. There's a gravel bag there as well, wasn't it? Was it? Or that one? Was it that one or that one? There we go, that one there. Two more gravel bags. I'll show you what I'm going to do with the gravel bags in a bit. But essentially I'm going to make road. Obviously depending on how many gravel bags we get. We also have fertiliser up here as well, which is going to be good if we decide at some point to do some gardening. And to be fair, we really should be. But we will be able to get to the fertiliser if needs be. Oh, that's the one. There we go. It's a walkie-talkie. Duflé bag. Hiya, Duck. How you doing, buddy? You alright? I'm doing alright. We're doing okay. Right, so the only thing we've got left now is going to be the gas station. Stroke rest stop. Well, there is this area in here. That's just a restaurant. Oh, yes, winter's always fun, isn't it? Nothing like freezing your nuts off to make a wonderful Christmas jingle thing, and then Netflix starts throwing out Christmas stuff, so your wife ends up spending half her time watching that shit. We are in a little town about that far away. This is our base there. That's our little town up here. Now, I've been told several times that... Oh, hello. Oh, bugger. Well, I think we've outstayed our welcome. To be honest, I don't mind people putting up Christmas decorations. That's not a problem for me. My problem is my wife watching those horrible, horrible twee Christmas romance comedies. And they try to call themselves comedies, but they're really not. They're not funny at all. About as funny as having your wisdom teeth extracted without anaesthetic. Yeah, I mean, let me just put it. If it's got Lacey Chabert in it, then yeah, that's fine. Everything else, tat. Oh, my wife laps all that shit up. She really does. She's currently watching a program where the bloke's a millionaire, right? And he just can't seem to find a woman that doesn't want him for his money, so therefore he ends up finding some other woman who's going to be married to the usual douchebag that's very organised, wants to get the wedding sorted and all that bollocks. And you know what's going to happen. She obviously doesn't know he's a millionaire. But, you know, it's the same women's fantasy, you know. All about bloody money. It's always in these romance things. They're always architects, aren't they? In other words, they're creative, they're like artistic, but they make money doing their art. Load of balls. That's the one, yeah. Oh, hometown. Oh, hometown is... Oh, that's also the word. Also, the other thing I love about the Christmas movies is that there's always some girl called Chrissy. Then she's the daughter of Santa Claus, and she's called Chrissy. It's like, oh, fuck off. Give up money for true love. Yeah. Ironically, true love has more money than goddamn stink. It's just, yeah. Not that it irritates me or anything. I'm sure if my wife was here, she'd be sitting there or trying to shout her defence. But there's no defence for this shit. Right. Pour out gravel. To... So there's only 3 there? I always thought it was 4. There you go. Well, there's a new one for me. Well, I suppose each gravel bag will probably have their own... No, yeah, it's harmless. It's almost as funny as the American ideal of what it's like to actually be a prince or princess. It's a lot of hard goddamn work, that's what it is. Just do my best. Just makes it a little bit easier on the cars to have a little gravel path rather than a dirt path. Yeah, I know. It must be all the dead people. They're for some strange reason they're giving our grass a healthy glow for some strange reason. Well, there you go. Even though I don't think there's enough gravel in the game to actually create this road. Let's see some of the fantastic beef jerky. Seems I'm a bit hot at the moment. To be fair, I should be able to dig up some gravel though, hopefully. If I have a spade. Yeah. That's actually quite hot, to be fair. And doing all that exercise as well. To be fair, all I have is a denim shirt on. One thing we do have to do is get some water in. Now, Chris did say we had some. Oh, I had a washing machine and a dryer. Well, they're down here. Chris, have you lied to me, my friend? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The rain catcher, as you succinctly put it, will feed clean water to a basin or a washing machine. Okay, I cannot actually see a washing machine or a dryer here. Our best bet is actually to put it down in lower. No, this is a mod. Don't really get on with this mod as much, but I just added it because it's just a mod that can be fun for people. Yeah, this is a mod, and effectively what's happened is that the person who's made the mod has pretty much made a house that's perfect for surviving in. Right, so I think one of the best things for me to do is back here is put the washer dryer here. Oh, there's some gravel bags there. Well, that's made a teeny tiny difference. Hold on. Exactly. It's a lot of work. Or I just find some gravel roads and start digging those bad boys up. So there's a door. Yeah, that's the door into the garage. And the door into the garden. And how is our crop doing right now? No, they're growing. And broccoli. So we've got carrots and broccoli growing at the moment. So my thought was to drop these on the ground here. Okay, something's a bit weird's happening. I picked it up, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Or has it become... Ah, there we go. It's turned into that. That's fine. Okay, so we'll drop the large metal shells if I've got them. They're down here, 1 out of 2. Yeah, it's a little bit OP, but whatever. Do you know what? I love the bloody thing. It's absolutely fantastic piece of kit. Really is a really good piece of kit. I was actually quite surprised just how much you can actually do with that. You can actually stream from it. I've got a... Obviously, there's kinks and roundabouts and work throughs and stuff that you've got to look through. But you know what? It's a pretty damn fine invention. I would pretty much recommend it to most people. Hiya, Myth Hunter. How you doing, matey? Welcome back. Right, I think what I need to do now is start unloading all the ammunition. This unfortunately is the boring part, where you have to start moving things around. I haven't really. I haven't had time to tinker, family and all that, but yeah, it's looking a very positive machine. Oh, looks like that's where the rounds are. Here we go, yeah. That's before it becomes a walking simulator as well. Have you all voted for your, or nominated your games? Yeah, for Game of the Year. Oh, well, it's a bit different this year. It literally just allows you to nominate games from your library. And gave you suggestions of all the games that you'd been playing. So it was actually quite different this year. I think I've got Stray on my wish list. Pretty sure I do. I mean, I nominated Project Zomboid as that game you just can't stop playing. Oh, hello. Looks like I need water. Do we have any water left? Don't there. And we're going to have to get it from the toilet. I'm going to get it from the toilet. Great. What would I put up for Game of the Year? Give me a few seconds to think about that. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. yeah, I think for me personally, a game of the year has got to A, be something that I've played, something that I play regularly, and I guess something that I've always thought, you know what, this is good. So I'm going to be honest, even though I got the game for free, the developer gave the game to me, just from how outstandingly impressed by the updates and development of the game, I'm going to have to say my game of the year is Stardust. Closely followed by Cosmoteer. Now, I'm more than happy for people to disagree with me. And I'm also happy for people to call me biased. But the general thing is, if you're asking someone for their personal opinion, there is going to be bias. Stardust, yeah. Just simply on the amount of work that I've seen the single guy who makes the game put into it, really. Now, I'm happy for people to say, yeah, but Saz, you've been involved in the process, you're going to be biased, you're going to be so-and-so and so-and-so. It's like, yeah. I guess I am biased. I've got no issue with being called biased, but the general point of view is if you've had a great experience with a game, even if it's come to the fact that you're part of the development, then, you know, you've seen the game be created from its infancy ish up to its final release, and yeah, Cosmoteer is pretty good. The only thing that kind of irritates me about Cosmoteer is it's crashing at the moment, but it is early access, so I can't really have a go at that. And I suppose at one point is I suppose I really can't actually call Stardust a game of the year because that's actually still early access as well. So yeah, but then again, Project Zomboid is still technically early access, hasn't been released officially. So what do you do? I mean, I'll be honest, the developer pretty much hit it perfectly on the nail for me. It's like RimWorld, but in space. Yeah. You got that disaster recovery little fun bit that goes on there, and then things start getting a little bit tricky after that point, so yeah. Let me have a look at my my stats. 7 Days to Die. I haven't played that for a while, I must admit. I have heard that it's had some serious updates, especially since I last played it. I do have it on my my list. Oh right, yeah. I'll be honest with you, Project Zomboid. You see, I don't mind things being kind of like in a fairly early access sort of way. I mean, with Project Zomboid, it's always been, everybody knows that the goal is to make a really fantastic game, and the developments and the you know, it's not like everyone's saying, you know, it's an early access game, but nothing's ever happened for 5 weeks, sort of thing. It's always development being pulled onto the game. And I would probably say that the community is just as much responsible for this as well. Yeah. I mean, most AAAs are literally unfinished pieces of shite that don't end up getting finished till well after they've closed their servers down. I'm looking at you, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Hi, Mr. Pug. How you doing? Welcome to me dicking around on Project Zomboid. Cube World. I don't think I've heard that. But, oh, hello. What's going on here? Oh, did I actually get out of the car? Okay. But yeah, there are a lot of games where people have developed them and then just stopped. And the community behind it has just been absolutely screwed. Screwed harder than Alyssa Milano, stating that a Volkswagen is less Nazi than Tesla. Alright, I see. Yeah, Daisy's kind of got that, what's the word, the negative temperature to it, doesn't it? Where you had people camping by the places where people spawned and you was just killing people left, right and centre. Yeah, I never fancied Daisy. I have no idea, mate. All I know is that Alyssa Milano gave her Tesla back because she didn't want to get involved in any of that white supremacist shit and bought a Volkswagen instead. And here's me slapping my forehead. Volkswagen, by the way, in Germany stands for People's Car. It was invented by Hitler himself. Yeah, it's always good. It's always good when you have a group of people. Ah! Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to shout down the mic there. Sorry. Apologise. It is always good to have a group of friends with you. Sometimes it's not the game, it's the company. Yeah. Everybody on the left is getting very upset about the fact that Twitter's asking their employees to actually do work for a living rather than go to a yoga room and drink wine on a roof somewhere. I mean, I know I wouldn't want to work for Elon Musk, only because I know I'd let him down, simply because of my anxiety issues, but I mean, the man's a taskmaster. He you know, if he's going to invest money, he's going to invest it in people that work. Do you know, I have Armour 3, but I've never been in the situation to actually play it. Right, if I remember correctly, the reason these guys are here is because I set an alarm off, didn't I? Who's full of smoke? I mean, I have been watching a couple of videos where people have been playing like Armour 3 mods and stuff like that. But I've just never been in a community that I feel... Oh, balls. Have I just been hit? I have to check my clothing there. Oh, that gunshot has sent everybody this way. Oh, balls. Oh, I lost my hat. That's what's happened. I've lost my hat. Anyone see where my hat went? Ah, there. Well, these things happen. Someone just set off a shotgun which has sent everybody going this direction or towards the south, so... Ooh. And you may have moved some of these zombies. Well, there is that. Okay, that's worrying. Where are the zombies? Here are the zombies. Ask stupid questions, get stupid answers. That's the thing, isn't it? Oh dear. No, a lot of crap. But crap you can eat, which is always good. Oh, empty gas can. I'll take you. Oh, empty gas can. Let's try again. I'll take you. And 2 empty gas cans. Hopefully I can make those full. I was about to say full empty gas cans, but that doesn't quite work, does it? No. Ooh, lots of stuff here. Now we may, and that's a big fat may, have already visited this area. And we just forgot. But it seems that because everything seems fairly untouched, that might not be the case. So I may have to share your incredulousness. There's food, I suppose. No, the big battle is going to be for this place here, which I believe is a gas station. There we go. That's where the fight's going to end up being. So first things first. Let me make sure these empty gas cans are in the back of the car. Oh, down you go. Right, Chris should be with us very soon, and I do have myself in the streaming room. There's a there's a good amount of zombies there. I think is the best term to put it. A good amount of zombies. Oh, something's hitting. Adam Robeson has just subscribed. Thank you very much for your subscription, Adam. I appreciate it.
You've even got 11 likes on this stream.
Yeah, I'm doing quite well, to be honest. So I won't be able to ignore Chris for half an hour. Yeah, I won't. In fact, he's talking right now.
It also means I can't subtly sneak round behind him while he's ignoring me doing things.
Shut up, you.
Like dying and abandoning my corpse in the woods for him to find immediately.
Well, you know.
I know, I need to hide them better.
Very little gets by me on my own goddamn server, mate. This is
leave the next one just in your bedroom waiting for you.
Oh, fair play. That's absolutely fair play. Big question. Where did I leave my car? Oh, there it is. Right by all the massive zombies. Well done, Saz. Ekron! That's the name of the place. Ekron. I've been trying to work out what it's been called, and this place is called Ekron. Oh.
Eron.
Mm. Right, where am I going here? How dare you have a hat like mine? You must die for that.
Oh, a beggar. Hasn't he suffered enough just because he looks like you?
Well, I suppose. He's got a bridge to sell me then, apparently. To be fair, Duck, I have nothing I need to cross.
The London Bridge or the Transporter Bridge?
Or the Crimean Bridge.
Sorry.
It's okay. You laughed. It happens.
I meant more the... I rubbed my hand across my microphone.
That's fine.
But I don't know whether it came through at your
I'll
end.
forgive you. Many wouldn't, but I do. The old machete's gone south, so let's put that. Ugh, no, I've got no machetes. Oh, things have gone a bit... Oh, no, there's my Rancher machete. I'll take you. I'll take you, Rancher machete. Well done. Right, now I've got a Rancher machete. I will put my other machete back in my backpack. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unload my sack into the back. As you do. My gas can is also being unloaded. So I'll put the broken machete in there for the moment until I get some decent amount of duct tape to sort the problem. Oh, yeah. Absolutely no... Oh, yeah. I think someone suddenly got the joke. Right. I may as well eat some or drink some canned vegetable soup. Can I throw that out the window anymore? Nope.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the game now.
Had you not updated?
No, I had updated. It was the actual changes made to the game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Coming through.
It took me a while to get on, if I'm honest. I don't think kids say that. The kids generally tend to say, please don't do that to me. I want my mummy. Well, don't say that.
And if they do, you may want to contact the safeguarding team.
Yeah. There may be child prostitution involved. And nobody finds child prostitution funny. Not even Chris.
No. I'm assuming you found the room with the washing machine and the dryer in.
I didn't know. I really didn't.
I know the bathroom.
Is it in there?
There's a door in the bathroom
You're
to
joking.
a utility room.
There's a door in the bathroom?
Yep.
I'm just gonna have to check this out now.
The problem was I couldn't remember myself where the room was, so I couldn't just direct you to it on your stream because, you know.
Duck says, look, I instruct 19 to 20-year-olds and it only feels like they speak different English than I do. Of course they do. You've got to have their buzzwords. Apparently says, thank you, Chris, he said that.
Nice, how's it getting going? Also tends to get messy.
That's what she said. Or was that? That's what Sad said. There's a free spare pipe. I did see it. I'll do the 360 around the house. Just those 4, is it? Seems a lot more than there was when I first scoped the place out. Whooshky bushky, there they are. Yeah, that's what she said. Free pipe. Yeah. Come on, you lot. Let me vacate your undeath. And put you back into the natural state that you're supposed to be in. There's 2 groups here. And of course, like an absolute idiot, I'm going to draw them. Because that's what I do. I draw trouble.
Yeah. Right, world's biggest magnet.
Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't pants wettingly bad shit. I know they just don't seem to get the message, do they? Stop being unalive, please.
At least stop moving around whilst being unalive. You can lay on the floor dead, that's fine.
Yeah. The corpse is creepy enough without it moving.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Duck about. Have you heard about those comments that Alyssa Milano, that the actress, has made regarding her Tesla? Generally because Elon Musk has taken over Twitter.
No.
Well, basically, she said that she's sent her Tesla back and she's now got a VW because she doesn't want to support any sort of company that has any history with white supremacy.
Oh, so she's a genuine moron then.
Yeah, I think that is yeah. Volkswagen, the people's car, commissioned by none other than Adolf goddamn Hitler.
They have got a bit of a checkered history, and they've even got a relatively checkered history recently.
Yeah, well, with their fake emissions shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not like you can even claim like the eco company that's not Tesla. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I do question the ecology of a electric vehicle anyway, seeing as you're basically mining copper and God knows what out for batteries and shit.
It's the lithium that's a problem.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's making more lithium, shall we say? That's the problem.
Mm.
The amount of lithium you would need for the batteries is ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like basically cows and methane.
Did you see that the first guilt-free aeroplane is being tested?
Guilt-free aeroplane.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. It's a hydrogen fuel cell aeroplane.
Oh right, yeah. So
not hydrogen fuel cell. Sorry, a hydrogen jet engine.
Yeah. I'm starting to see Hindenburg.
Well, I have to say I was slightly concerned, not by who's making the engine, but whose aeroplane it's getting fitted into first.
Go on.
EasyJet.
The budget airline, yeah.
The budget airline apparently is leading the way, and I think it's so that they can get around the CO2 tax bits.
Well,
so obviously, if the plane is hydrogen powered, they won't have to pay those tariffs. So it kind of makes sense, but it's also like that's the company that's leading the way, not like British Airways or like the Lufthansa.
I mean, on that general regard, I can kind of understand that really, is because if they want to be classed as the cheapest airline, one way that they're going to end up being as a cheap resort airline is to make sure they don't pay the tax. It's going to make them not so cheap. So
yeah,
I kind of see why. I mean, the fact is that despite EasyJet being a cheap airline, it's not like they don't have a little bit of wad in their pockets anymore. I mean, they may claim poverty, but they ain't poor. You know, they're not laying people off like British Airways are. So
they're playing poverty.
I suppose it's just plain ridiculous.
Oh, look, there's a lovely gravel road here.
Is there?
Oh, yeah, it looks like somebody's been out gravelling.
Yeah.
suppose I should zoom out a little bit if I'm driving the vehicle.
Well, they are. And if people let you believe those chemtrails, they're there to control your mind, man.
Yeah. Just like the COVID-19 virus was. And still is in China, apparently.
Well, you know, it does seem kind of poetic that the people that created it, allegedly, are still dealing with it.
Yeah, but from what I was reading, it's more like the government is just using it as an excuse to basically stop social interaction between their people, which kind of fits the Chinese government.
Yep. Because nobody wants anyone thinking for themselves, do they?
No.
Because that would mean, like, democracy. In all true, feminist is anti-democracy, isn't it? Because they don't want women thinking for themselves. They've got to think exactly what the feminists want them to think now.
That's the problem with all of these cliques. We want everybody to be individuals, as long as they think exactly the same as me. That's not an individual.
All right, Myth. Thank you very much for hanging, mate. Have a good class. I can open this door. Yeah, I can. Good. I zoned out for 2 minutes, wanted to walk back into it. Just us talking about shit. As usual.
Getting the state of the shit that the world's in.
Just think of us sitting in a pub with beer in hand, sorting out the world's rights, as you do, as a bloke.
Sitting in a pub with a beer.
Pub and a beer. Someone's making some noise. Just give me a second. Come on, baby. Shh. What you doing? Come on. As it may have just been very obvious to people, I have Jess next to me. She's been sleeping nicely today. My wife decided that I was going to go to the park today. That was an experience.
Did the distraction work?
Didn't even get it out. Didn't even get a chance to get it out.
Oh dear.
I was basically made to do everything. And, yeah, so...
Well, to be fair, that's still another form of distraction, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just trying to get Ella to use her balance bike thingy, but she just wasn't sitting down on it. She was just walking with the bike between her legs, so to speak.
Yeah. It's when they get you to do it. No, the whole point is that we've brought this out for you to use.
I mean, in some places, my daughter has genius level intellect, but when it comes to practical stuff, she ain't that good. But I've known quite a few people of genius level intellect who can't even tie their fucking shoes. So
Yeah.
there's always a quirk somewhere, isn't there?
Yes.
Right. I need some food. No, it was absolutely goddamn miserable. It's British winter time, which is basically grey and cold.
I was going to say, if it's anything like around this part of the country, it's basically been fog all
It was
the
fog
last
last
2
night.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's been fog during the day as well. It's just
Well, it's all
yeah.
yours, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
By the way, for those who didn't understand what I was just talking about, there's a song called "The Fog on the Tyne," which is where he lives very close to. Oh, more beef jerky. We like a bit of beef jerky. We do, because that really does help. I don't think there is a British summer, if I'm honest. It's just hinted to by British summertime, which is apparently there. Ooh, make smoke bombs. Let's read that. Found another magazine. Oh, by the way, there's a couple of magazines that I've put into the library, which were unread. Someone's at a door here. Is it this door? Might be upstairs. That's this one. Okay, come on in, you. This place can make a fairly good base, especially in single player. Well, you know, you need to get rid of the stress somehow, don't you, Dup? Right, let's have a look at the old carpentry. We're looking at level 5, aren't we? So let me just close that door and let's see if we can take this bed apart. Oh, for the articles. Yeah, it's always about the articles. I think the only ever version of Penthouse I ever bought was the one with Elle McPherson on it. So I had a big crush on her back there when I was younger. And then at that point I had the money to see what she looked like naked.
The garbage bags was one of the things you were looking for.
Yeah, we're going garbage bags, yeah.
Yep.
There's an empty gas can there. I mean, if push comes to shove, we can at least see if we can find a generator.
I've got one.
No, I was just saying in Ekron here, and attach it to the fuel pumps here, because there's 4 fuel pumps.
I've literally just picked one up, put it in the back of the van.
Ah, cool, cool. Well, do you know where Ekron is?
Not particularly.
I do remember when I was very young, one of my friends showed me like a porn magazine, which was like the full-on kind of like open flaps sort of shit, and it was the most scariest thing that I've ever seen in my life. It kind of and the one thing that always sticks in my mind is that thing of Stewie Griffin, Singapore magazine. It's like, oh my god, get it away from me! Yeah, that's kind of exactly how I how I felt about the whole thing as well. No, God Almighty! I suppose it has something to do with that. Have you not seen Alien? Ooh. Oh crap! Why did that not work? My right click didn't work for a second then. So yeah, it's very interesting on the Steam Deck because you get like the two joypads sort of job, and one of the joypads you do to get yourself into the ready stance. It's the right hand joypad that gets you into ready stance before you attack. It's like quite weird. I may have to actually remap the game first, but I really would like to at least do some sort of thing with me playing Project Zomboid on Steam Deck. And it's called Proton, by the way. When you asked me the question of how did they get it to work, the software is called Proton. And it's a proprietary sort of Windows emulator. So it's a Linux computer that emulates, and I have to say, pretty damn well, Windows operating system to play those games. And I was exceptionally surprised to find that, even though I was surprised to find it, knowing the development team of this thing, I wasn't that surprised to find that they've... oh, balls. I'll have to leave. They've got the things in. Yeah, I've been watching in there. Is that apparently they have a version of Proton, but it's not kind of like the official version of Proton because they couldn't afford to pay the license fee for it. But ironically, it's actually free to download anyway, so you can actually just download the better version of Proton on the system and almost force the system to use it. So I know it's weird, isn't it?
They just didn't have the rights to pre-install it.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. But I mean, the whole thing about it, from what I understand as well, is that, you know, this thing is designed to be it's your Steam Deck. You do what you want with it. We're not going to limit you like most other people do. So, whilst we recommend you don't change the hard drive in it, you can change the hard drive in it. You can get a 2 terabyte hard drive if you can afford it, sort of thing. You can put one. You can pop one in yourself. Or if there's a problem with one of the buttons, you have the right to repair. They're not Apple in that regards. So do you know what? I've noticed no difference really. The only issues I have with it on Steam Deck is that I'm really not used to the controls. And that is literally it. That's my major problem. But I'd love to be able to show you. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I I think the only thing that I have at the problem, my problem at the moment, is when I'm running it in PC mode, so to speak, in rather than in gaming mode, which is where the gaming mode is designed to literally play Steam games. It's got the Steam entry in there, any mods you have, and so forth are all done from it. So it's basically like the Steam interface, but the machine works as though it's working from a Steam engine. But in the PC mode, you can actually do it from different ways and do other things with it. So from that perspective, all I need to do is find out a way of, if I've got two programs running, how to swap between the two using the Steam Deck. I haven't seen any major way to do that just yet. I've been trying. With RimWorld, I've had to actually, believe it or not, click on one of the links in RimWorld to which will bring up a web address, and then it brings it back down to the thing, and then maybe I can use that to click the record button and go from there. Or you just click the record button hoping that you've got the correct thing there. But unlike with a PC, you can, like, you know, alt tab and go between software. I've yet to find that, but at the same point is that I'm just looking at it from the literally from the console sort of thing. You can add a keyboard and mouse and so forth to it. So I'm sure there's a way, but I'm not that so familiar with Linux that I'm able to work it out myself. I may have to find somebody or find a YouTube video with someone who knows more about Linux than I do to solve the problem. Up to the point if they need to know that there is a problem. Right, let's disassemble this door. Hopefully there's no one in the back there ready to eat my face off. But as I said, the system is a PC, so you are able, through the USB interface, to put a keyboard, or you can even Bluetooth a keyboard and mouse onto it. So it can act as an actual PC as well, rather than just the console. Right, well, I think fortunately we've solved the problem regarding the generator. Because I've just found one. I've just got to now drag the big bastard all the way across. Oh, unless I got +1 on my sprinting. Unfortunately, last episode we managed to get the how-to with the generators, so we're doing all right. Right, I think I'll drop the generator about here. Let's connect the generator. Now the nice thing is I have my car, so I can take the gas, out of it, Let's put everything back just to give myself a little bit of weight issue. And just get rid of some weight issues. Ooh, right. Okay. Yeah, we're going to leave it behind. Just generally so that when we need fuel, you can switch the generator on. Yeah, I'm going to fill the tank. Yeah, exactly the same thing. The Americans call gas, we call petrol. But yeah, I adore my Steam Deck. I absolutely adore it. It's so interesting to play with. Now, my original idea was I was going to get the base model, the 64 whatever, and then upgrade to the 215 by buying it, but buying a 2030 SSD. But the wife convinced me to get the middle of the road. Oh, someone's been watching me, and I suppose it is, but diesel's diesel. It's a different kind of petrol, or petroleum, should I say? Petrol's just short for petroleum. Which is a refined oil, as I suppose anybody that knows, but diesel's a different type of petroleum.
It's good old petroleum distillate.
Mm-hmm. Right. So what we'll do is we will grab at the back one empty gas can. We will siphon gasoline into one of the empty gas cans. No, you generally tend to have petrol and diesel as two. They're classed as two separate things. Let's change those gas cans around. We'll leave at least one full gas can, just for making sure that the generator's working. Now, depending on your server, of course, because I mean, literally, because this is a Patreon-only server, or people that make my life a lot easier server. We have very little dickery going on here. But if you have a different faction, and they see a generator connected to here, they might just take the generator for themselves, sort of thing. So. But I think out of that, we've got ourselves 3 cans. Oh, low. 3 full cans of gas. I might even stick the old things we've taken fuel out. Turn the old generator on. Refill from gas pump. Well, yeah, but I think that's probably your DayZ sort of experience, where when you're trying to build a community around, I think Zomboid is different community-wise. I think. I don't think that behaviour is expected in Zomboid. It happens, don't get me wrong, it happens, but it's not kind of expected or approved of, I think, from what I noticed. But at the end of the day, if it happens on my server, it's like, well, whatever. Really? Come on, car. No, I'm not sure if it's going to be that case, but I can head home now. Should we have a look up here? Why not have a look up here for a while? Let's see where it goes. Okay, well, I'm starting to see where connections are going to happen.
There's none.
Good thing I spotted that car there. Well, there is that. I mean, if you are a fan of World War Z, I did say that bicycles are the best transport for zombie situations because they're silent. There'll be a few, yeah. Even if you had to get a good pair of snips for taking them off the lampposts that they'd be chained to.
So I have to say, I think in a zombie apocalypse, I want a metal box around me.
I mean, if it was a tank, then yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I may have bitten off a little bit more than I can chew, if you excuse the pun. Killdozer, yeah. Right, we'll see how far this road goes. And see if I can find my way back as well. That's always the challenge. Getting out there is easy, it's getting back that's a problem. You know what, I'll take a... Let's head south. And hope that there's another road heading east. Right, well that didn't help, does it? As soon as I found some other town here. I don't think I'm into. Oh, minimap's awesome. I think it's something that's been needed in the game for a while. And the best thing about it was it's based on a mod that someone had made for the game. So they've literally taken the mod and inserted it into the game and made sure that it works properly with the game. How cool is that? Yeah, yeah. I think that's one of the nicest things about Zomboid is that a lot of the modding community have either been employed by the, especially some of the good map makers. Oh, hello. I think I may have just hit the... Where am I? Right. Yeah, some of the map makers have been employed. I know for that. For some of the extra towns and stuff have been designed by people who were designing mods. And some of the better mods that are out there have also been incorporated. And I suspect, knowing the team that work in Project Zomboid, those mod makers have also been fairly generously compensated for their work as well. So this is a great team making a great game. So yeah, that's why I love this game so much. Yep, but I'm back on the dual carriageway, so I know I've got it. Oh, do you know what? Bought redstones around here somewhere. I mean, in some way they did that with Space Engineers as well, but they're a little bit more dickish about the whole thing, if I'm honest. They're kind of like along the lines of, yeah, you've made the mods for us, but now they belong to us. Now all your mods belong to us. Therefore, we don't have to pay you any money whatsoever.
Or even discuss where you got it from, where we got it from.
Yeah. Or even let you know that we've taken all your code and put it into the main game. Fort Redstone, it's an Air Force base, I believe. It's the original Fort Redstone was one of my favourite places to go because it was a nice challenge. Several different buildings that had different challenges for your survivor. The new Redstone, from what I've played and what I've seen other people play, is not as fun. Space Engineers for you, my friend. I mean, there was one guy who was a mod on there who was like saying, oh yeah, I did all this stuff for one of their mods, and I said, I hope you got paid for that, and he went very, very quiet all of a sudden. It's the whole adage with artists and exposure. Is we're not going to pay you, but we're going to give you exposure. Yeah, but exposure doesn't fucking pay my bills, does it?
Well, the thing with their space engineers was as well that they didn't do much of the exposure inside of it. Because it wasn't like, oh yeah, ladders now brought to you thanks to this person.
Mm-hmm.
It was always, yay, we've brought ladders in. You're like, yeah, because you took it from that mod. Oh. Have you seen they've started working on a new engine?
Have they?
Yep.
That's Space Engineers 2, is it, by chance?
They haven't announced that there's going to be a Space Engineers on it, but it is going to replace the present engine they're using for any new games.
Right.
So yeah, it's Space Engineers 2. Because it's not going to be, was it Medieval or whatever the other one was?
Medieval Engineers, yeah.
Yeah,
Which was actually a very good, solid engine. But yeah, go on.
Well, it's the same. It's the same base engine, isn't it, as Space Engineers?
Yeah, but
I know they tweaked them, but
yeah, they basically took one engine, and both of the two groups went their separate ways in doing things.
Well, apparently they're now getting ready to make a new engine that they will then make games from. But yeah, apparently it's going to have water from the beginning, like proper water. This
okay,
like as a mineable thing.
I suspect that's actually probably a true thing. I don't doubt that, and I know for a fact that, like the fool that I am, that I will continue to purchase Space Engineers as a thing, and you and I will probably end up having a server, and you and I will probably be playing it together for a while, as we did with the original one. Whether I'm happy about it, that's another question. But yeah, I think of course I as much as I have my keen actually have I actually ever knocked that out recently? Just give me 1 second. I will throw out the keen. Where are you? There you go. There's the key. Oh. I created that just simply because because it needed to be said. Some of the shit that they've pulled. But no, if it's I just worry, I think, with a new engine.
I do as well. I think it. To be fair, from what they were suggesting, it's early days of the new engine. But I did have suspicions before I saw the post that it was happening, because I'd seen like posts suggesting he was looking for staff.
Right.
That seemed like the kind of staff you would have for back end work, for getting a better server, a better engine base than what they're presently running.
Right. Oh, there's you.
Hello,
you.
Hello. And I think rather than trying to fix what they already have, I think they've kind of gone like, we're now pushing as far as this can go.
Well, I think a lot of people said that Space Engineers 2 should have been them starting from scratch, knowing that the fact that they wanted planets to throw in is the fact that they tacked planets onto the original code.
Yeah.
Is what pretty much made Space Engineers unplayable for a good while.
Yeah. And it also led to decisions long term, like all the way up to today, that probably wouldn't have happened if they just stayed a space game.
Oh, exactly. Not that I can complain, because I've taken a lot of great pleasure out of Space Engineers. As much as I've taken the piss out of Keen over the years for some of their rather dubious decisions. For example, instead of spending the money that they've made off Space Engineers to improve Space Engineers, they spent it on something completely useless like artificial intelligence.
Never worked.
That never worked, yeah.
The annoying thing about that as well is that apparently the next big update is supposed to actually be AI for the primary for space engineers. But I think what it actually is they're still trying to appease and make it better for the console market.
It's not a console game, though.
I know, and the whole point, the thing that makes the game so good is the mods, which don't work in in consoles.
Yeah, because your mod maker's got to be console aware, haven't they? So it means that whatever they do has to be sympathetic to the console market as well. Yeah. Which, unless you have like both a PlayStation 3 and Xbox and any other of the general market out there, you're pretty much screwed, aren't you? There's no way that you're going to be able to offer that sort of support, especially on the fact that you're not being bloody paid for it as well. So,
well, plus the bulk of the mods run through Steam.
And
Steam doesn't connect with the Xbox systems whatsoever. But it's just one of those things. It's like, can we not just like play the game we've got without like? But I what they showed in the demo, if they've actually got that working in a way that you can do it simply, because this is the thing. It's something that you can do with scripts now, but it's difficult. So if they can do it easily with scripts, without scripts, then that's great. That's what we want. But if we can't do it easily with scripts, without scripts, then you haven't actually given us anything. You've just done what was already there.
I mean, if it's definitely a learnable programming language, at least, even if it's just like, I mean, a lot of people have been doing their simplistic language that has a powerful engine behind it, sort of thing, for eons now.
I think from what I've seen, it's almost like blocks. It's as simple as literally there is a block that you can say attack enemies or return to this location when this is triggered type level of programming. Which, if that's the case, that is like what we want. We want to be able to actually do these things without having to spend forever coding it. Because what he does in the video is he has a mining ship with a docked cargo drone, which he presses a button and the docked cargo drone goes back to base, drops the cargo off, and comes back.
Right. Which has been done. Yeah, that's a scripting thing, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, but if what it seems like they've done, is they've made a block that does the script without a script.
So
which will mean the Xboxes would be able to do it without needing a script.
So a more simplistic programmable block, basically.
Yeah.
That has predefined scripts on it.
Yes. And I think the idea is you would have like several of these blocks on your ship, and just you'd hit a button, and it will trigger that action.
Right. I mean, I can see it. I mean, let's just put it this way: is that I used to be a great Star Wars Galaxies fan. I paid the £10 subscription. I got myself into a good group of people and so forth. And the one thing that killed that completely was the fact that they tried to make it console friendly.
Yeah.
And it just destroyed the game.
It's one of those things. It's all well and good if it works, but if it doesn't work, if you can't make it work the way it should be working, it's going to be a nightmare. You'll end up with a lot of very unhappy people, because if it doesn't work better than the present system, just balks up anyway. People who have gone with it because it's supposed to be a simpler system are going to be so unhappy.
Apparently so, Duck? I think that's what he's saying. It's in game.
Yeah. I think it's like a super simplified, like
blockchain programming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it may even be like head to beacon, and you put a beacon block on the base, and that's where it will go and drop cargo. So basically, a bit more like the remote control block. Not the remote.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The remote control block's autopilot, but perhaps with a few more features than the autopilot had.
Yeah. I mean, blockchain programming is fine. I mean, it's how you teach like 8-year-olds how to program effectively.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you bring it down to its most simplest basic form, then I have no problem with that whatsoever.
Yeah.
And if that's how the game's going to be working from that point, then cool. But at the same point is that you still need your basics working. Having the programming working is great, but you still need an engine that doesn't pretty much kill half of your one that actually uses the GPU rather than the CPU.
Yeah.
For one, and isn't a buggy piece of shit every now and again.
Which, unfortunately, like I say, I don't think that side of things is going to get fixed till, we'll call it Space Engineers 2, but obviously that's not what they're calling it at the minute.
Yeah, well,
it's like they're going to call it that eventually, but right now they're just yet unnamed engine.
Yeah.
And the reason why they're not going to say it's Space Engineers 2 is because they still haven't finished getting you to buy stuff for Space Engineers 1.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with that, because I think most people will still continue to support Space Engineers 1, because as shit as the game is, it's actually still good, and I'm 100% aware of how confusing that statement is. As shit as Space Engineers is, it's still very good.
Yeah. My concern is that they'll be worried if they announce this too early, that a certain percentage of players will hold off on stuff waiting for the new version.
Well, yeah. That's pretty much very recognised consequence of announcing things.
Yeah, which
so
is why
I can see that as a an issue for people.
Which is why I think they're just saying it's an engine. We're nowhere near actually implementing this into a game environment. Because by the sounds of it, they are absolutely nowhere near putting it into a game environment.
Well, to be fair, they were absolutely nowhere near making Space Engineers work for at least a good 5 years, so what's new? I mean, you couldn't actually stand on the ship without killing yourself when it was moving.
Yeah, that took forever to fix. And then they were like, yeah, it's fine now. Dead. Like, we don't know how that happened. It should be fixed. Bit like that relative inertia thing that was always a nightmare. Yeah.
I honestly think the only thing that kept and space engineers, the people who made space engineers, have to consider themselves very lucky on this point. The only thing that kept space engineers going was the mod community. That's the only thing that kept it going.
Yeah.
If the game had not allowed for mods, it would be dead in the water. It would have been dead in the water years ago.
I like the fact that they nearly shot themselves in the foot when they basically said to everybody they've got to resubmit their mods and we're going to put them on a different system.
Oh yeah, because they wanted to make people pay for them, didn't they?
Yeah. I don't know whether that was it or whether the idea was they were trying to make the mods Xbox compatible. Because if the mods were in a service that wasn't Steam, there was like the Fallout mods.
Yeah.
You can actually get them on the Xbox. So I have a sneaking suspicion that might have been part of the...
Yeah, but that was through Bethesda and you had to pay for it. That was the thing.
Yes, but what I'm saying is it had to be not on Steam before that was even an option. And I think part of the Xbox situation was the same thing. Is that if you want mods, not so much that they have to be behind a paywall, because I don't think Xbox particularly care whether you put them behind a paywall or not.
Yeah, that was more of a Bethesda thing, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, but you have to have them on a server set up the way they want it set up. And I think part of the reason why they tried to do the same with Space Engineers was the same reason. I think they were trying to get it so that they could have crossplay.
It's still all about money.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what it is. They were looking for what they thought was a more lucrative market, effectively.
yes, which is the being able to say it was crossplay was, I think, like I say, was what they were trying to do by able to have mods on both sides of the system.
It's the same. It's a love-hate relationship with Space Engineers for a lot of people. Love the game, I hate the developers. Or should I say, I hate the yeah, everybody hates Merrick. Yeah. So yeah, hate the developers are actually a bit strong. Yeah, it's hate the owner of the company. And all the shit that he's produced.
Yeah. Did you see that about Mercedes as well this week?
What's that?
They've put a paywall on cars you already own. If you want them to go faster, you've got to pay them more money.
Oh yeah, I think BMW were doing something similar.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't remember which company. There was one company recently got into a lot of trouble for it because they wanted to charge you extra per month to use the heated seats that were already installed in your car.
Yeah, it's a thing that's going at the moment. Is like it's the cars have all the features, but you just pay extra if you want to have those features in the car to work. BMW first introduced the concept.
And I haven't got a problem with it. You pay to activate it to have a feature in the car.
Well, that's how BMW had sold it. Was that you as long as you own the car and you've paid the subscription or whatever it is.
Oh, this is it. It's a subscription, so it was a monthly fee.
No, this was a one-off thing. Is it?
One off. You're paying for that's fair enough. And
Mm-hmm.
however they want to cost out that's their problem. You know, that if they fitted it to every car, but they're only going to sell it to 10 cars, it's probably still cheaper than actually manufacturing 20 different models with different levels of fit out.
Yeah.
But this was literally, if you wanted the car to go faster, you had to pay them extra every month.
Well, yeah,
For them
it's the Adobe model, isn't it? Which cannot be sustained.
Yes. It's the car as a service.
Mm-hmm. Someone's going to come along and pretty much underwrite. I don't think it's Coral, but I think someone's going to underwrite Adobe at some point, and they're going to lose so much business because someone is going to come along. I mean, I understand that it's kind of like copy protection and all that malarkey, but at the end of the day, is you shouldn't be paying, like 50 quid a month just to be able to do your job.
No.
It's highway robbery. It's always been highway robbery.
Seeing how much more it is now that you've got to pay extra for Pantone.
Have you?
Yeah, for the colours.
Is that because Pantone want their share of the fucking money now, do they?
Well, apparently they were already getting a share, but due to whatever's happened, they've basically decided they want a completely separate pot of money. So where it was part of the subscription at whatever the price is that a subscription to that service is.
The only thing that's going to happen is Pantone's just going to become not a thing anymore. It's people are just not going to use Pantone.
The thing was, if you already had a drawing that has Pantone on it, they all just lost colour.
Yeah.
Which was causing a lot of people a lot of stress and anger, because it was like the way Adobe did it was basically you've got no choice.
Mm-hmm.
We're forcing you to update, and once your thing updates, you won't be able to access any of these pictures you've created.
Yeah, you either pay us or you lose out, basically.
Yeah. It's like it wasn't just like, oh, we'll change it to a generic colour set, so this one's red, this one's green, this one's thingy. Yeah.
They just black and whited it, did they?
Yeah, they just kind of went, this colour doesn't exist anymore. Error code. And you're like, but 6 months worth of work.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it just went to a standardised hash code one.
It just means that graphic designers are going to stop using Pantone.
Yes. Or at least what will happen is they won't use Pantone until they have to use Pantone.
Mm-hmm.
So like all your design work will be done by all your primary designers who are making the general look, and then when they actually make this is what this one needs to color match to, the person who does that will be the only one that actually has Pantone, because it's a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is all it does is just make it. Pantone is all Pantone is a regulated set of colours.
Yeah.
I mean, in truth, if you know what the actual RGB or CMYK value of Pantone is, you can easily just set it to a printer anyway, without having to set it to a Pantone colour. But the fact is that people use Pantone colours just to create some sort of regular colour that people can reference to. But if the reference is now more expensive than actually just working out the colours yourself, it's going to be easier just to make the colours yourself. So, and any graphic designer knowing their salt will probably have already worked out the CYMK value of Pantone colours anyway, so they're going to skip around that particular part.
I'm pretty certain there are charts now available as a direct result of this.
Yeah, just what the CYMK value is.
Yeah.
Or the RGB value, depending on obviously whatever you do.
meta hash or whatever it is. But basically, there are charts now because Linus was mentioning it. Because he's like, yeah, if you've got this, it's now not got color on it. The only way to get color back is to pay them an absolute fortune, or have literally. He basically said you need one of these charts, and somebody to basically sit there and manually.
Well, there's the thing is that once you're stuck with black and white, I mean it's just basically just trying to hold people as hostage, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that sort of behaviour doesn't ingrain any. Oh, hello. I found a trailer. Is it B? There we go. Let's remove that. Oh, that didn't look like I've moved that. Nope. I think I'm going to have to move the cars first, aren't I? Okay, so let's get that done first. Looks like a Renault 5 here. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. I think the way that technology is working right now is that most companies are determined to gain every last cent out of their, I suppose, what they would call their intellectual property. Oh, this engine's lost it. This car's lost its oomph. This is putting shit left, right, and centre beforehand. Of course, I'm going to press Q, aren't I? Because that's what sensible people do, isn't it? Oops. We'll see how the road goes here, I think. Anytime you want to open the door. Come on! There you go. Probably not. we go. I've somehow managed to get rid of the map. How the hell did I manage to do that? How did I get rid of the mini-map, man? I can't even get out of the car. Ah, wait a second. Is it... There's the V button. That was what it was. Actually, where am I? That's another good question. New ground being broken. I suddenly realise why. I may regret this. I may regret this a lot. Did I mention that I may regret this?
A little bit. Are you regretting it yet, or are you still working on that?
No, I'm still working on the regret, to be fair. Ooh, might hit a tree there.
It's usually not a good idea, that.
Mistakes were made. Go on, turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Oh, 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 oh. Look at that. Like a boss. Oh dear.
What, trailblazing?
Hmm? I may have killed the car. Right, just need to find a ball patch. Oh, there's a ball patch. I found a ball patch. Look at that. One thing I do need to do though, I need some food. Just a tad hungry. Right. Let's see where we are map wise. I'm very close to Chris.
Really?
Yeah. And there's actually part of the map that I haven't got here, so it might be an idea for me to find Chris.
Oh no, I need to run and hide, quick.
Shut up.
It's coming for me. Again.
Oh. I may have killed this car though, if I'm honest. Yeah. Oof. So Chris is down here somewhere. Unless that was what the map was telling me. Oh, yep. I'm going to find Chris very much down here. Yeah, I just need the actual skill to fix it up there, mate. Chris is running.
Kinda.
Yay! Gotta take that duct tape.
There's no major amounts of supplies in the back of my car, honest.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Right, well, I'll see you later then, mate. Alright.
Drove past me without killing me.
Oh, yeah.
Must be something wrong.
I don't know what you're saying. What are you trying to intern? You trying to intern that just by me being around you that I would do something to you?
If you had the chance, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've also got 8 bags of gravel on me.
Have you? Nice.
Well, not on me, they're in the back of the truck.
Okay.
And 2 garbage bags. And there's a few more back at base from the last run I did.
Awesome sauce.
So you've gone round to that house, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Hate it when I do that.
What have you done?
I wasn't paying attention to what I put away. Okay.
Naked lady in the bathroom. I don't know if it's a zombie scarecrow. You're actually right. Yeah, it is. I think. What the hell? Might just be a scarecrow. And it's splitting axe.
Baz.
Hmm?
You know what?
What?
What am I missing?
I don't know. What could you be missing?
And what could I have just watched you on the on the stream stealing from my vehicle?
I'm just surprised it's taking you this long, mate. I was wondering.
I thought I'd loaded it in the boot of the vehicle. I've just been searching the entire vehicle for my missing key. It's not as if the boot isn't full of stuff. And I'm like, he wouldn't have done that.
Oh, yes, he would have.
And then I went and watched the video and went, no, he did. That's exactly what he did.
Well, you did say you were very surprised I hadn't done something.
I expected you to run me over or, like, crash into me. You know what's even worse? I actually still have one of those keys, but it doesn't fit that vehicle.
Oh.
I have a panel van key.
For a panel van somewhere. A non-script panel van. Fair play.
I don't think I even came across another panel van, so I don't know where I got the second key from.
There'll be a panel van somewhere that will end up showing the little key sign. Oops. Well, at least Duck appreciates it. Are you that far behind that on the stream that?
No, I went back and watched you. I had evidence before I came onto the thing. It was like, he wouldn't have done that. I'm going to check. It was like, yes, he did.
And you know what? Yeah. fucking deserved it, son.
Probably.
Yeah. Right. Where's home? It's actually behind us, isn't it? Okay. But in the sake of getting this map sorted out, and the fact that we've only got about 10 minutes left before the end of the stream, oh,
ironically, I am that far now behind on your stream, but that's purely because I haven't come back to present time.
Well, yeah. Right, that I understand. And as funny as the joke is, the truth of the matter is I almost screwed this car. Beyond all screwing. Oh, so need to get my mechanics up. Exactly. That's what I'm doing, limping back home. The engine's not quite destroyed. The front window is. Yeah, I think the trailblazing was the pretty much cause of the thing, and the fact that me and a couple of trees had a tete-a-tete, a menage a tree. Well, we're doing okay for the most end. I mean, we haven't just suddenly just dropped out. Right there. Oh, hello, upside down car. Let's avoid the upside down car. It's always good if you avoid the upside down car.
Always good when you get in the right side of the car as well.
Does help, yeah. It does let in the elements, yeah, absolutely. You know, despite the evidence, I'm actually good at playing this game. Right. So what have we got back here that we can possibly... Oh, 2 large gas cans. Well, 3 gas cans. 2 large backpacks, which one of them has a shed load of ammunition in, and guns and sheet. So let's take that upstairs. The funny thing is, Chris, at my crew list, I would have buggered off and let you wonder where your key was. But I ain't that cruel. played about 30 minutes of Zomboid and died like 3 times. So yeah, well, that's startup Zomboid. To be honest, that is just the way the game works. It is absolute tough as balls until you get used to it.
And then it's just as tough as boot leather.
Or as tough as Chris's stomach lining. Did you say that you got some bags of gravel? Oh, Ted, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of gravel bags.
Yeah, I've been a little bit busy.
And a machete. Nice.
That's probably not even all of it. That's just what I brought back on this trip.
Fair play. You are the hoarding hound, so
Yeah. All the 4 garbage bags there. Not pick any more gravel up.
I've grabbed some. I've already grabbed some at the back.
No. I stored a lot of stuff as well. I stored.
Oh right, okay.
I'm several trips back, but it was things. I didn't actually find many bags of gravel on the first trip.
You never do, to be fair. Bags of gravel used to be like rare as rocking horse poop, to be fair.
I found several fuel cans, a charcoal barbecue, a lot of ammunition.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Duck has been given access to the server just for his donation towards my tooth. Unless we talk about that bloody escapade, the better. But we should have... Well, looks like we might be having enough just to get ourselves upwards. Why is that not... Oh, is it the grass? I take it. Well, get yourself a Steam Deck, my friend, because as long as you can get used to the system and the way it works, it seems to work very, very well with Project Zomboid. But I will do... I have to do, not exactly a review, but I'd like to do some sort of footage where I'm playing the game on Steam Deck. So people can see just how well someone like me deals with it. It is awkward. It is something that you have to kind of get used to. Control, you know, obviously you've got a mouse and a keyboard and everything's great. But when you start putting, you know, controllers and stuff in there, you're really starting to push the envelope. Right. Yeah, well, I'll certainly keep people updated about my experiences with the game deck. I've got no reservations about the fact that there's an opinion to be made, an opinion to be made, and I've just got to get myself comfortable with using it as a streaming platform. I mean, I can apparently you can literally stream from your Steam Deck, which I didn't realise you could do. And there are other things you can emulate on it as well. And I found the Amiga emulator on there, so that's available. So I could stream me playing Amiga games on my Stream Deck, but I could also connect it to this computer and record from this computer. So it's a very diverse system, and I'm just from my little play so far, I'm terribly impressed. But either way, guys, we are at 2 o'clock, so that is the end of the stream because Chris needs to get himself to bed, and I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't pressed that like button, please feel free to do so right now, just to help with the old YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you press that subscribe button? And if you really want to, press that bell icon so you get updated every time I upload new content to YouTube. All that remains to say is, once again, thank you very much for hanging with me and Chris, and we will see you soon. You take care, guys. All the best. Bye bye.